Hi, it's Ashley Woods, and today I'm going to be showing you how to create a virtual field trip using Google Tour Builder. A virtual field trip does take a little bit of planning, so I've created a form to help you do just that. So you can access this form with the link on your screen. So as you can see, it's pretty straightforward and simple, just some basic information about your grade, topic, unit, some TEKS, and this is going to be for Charlotte's Web and not so many common locations. You might not think that we can make a tour with this, but really you can. You can be creative. So I want to walk you through the steps that I did to do a little bit of planning, and then I'll show you how to use the Google Tour Builder. So going down the table here, you can see what page. This is the introduction, location 1, 2, 3, and so forth. This information is going to correlate directly with what Google Tour Builder is going to ask you for. So for the introduction, we're not going to need a location, but we can have one photo, paragraph text, and links. Then for the other locations, you will have a specific location that connects to the map. And so I chose to do Mount Vernon, New York, where E.B. White was born. So I'll have photos of E.B. White, text about him, and a link. And the second location is going to be the family farm and the city where they lived. So that's Brooklyn, Maine. So I'm going to have pictures of the area, information about the area, and then the third location, which is North Brooklyn, a little bit more specific where the farm is located, pictures of the house and the farm, and information about that, and so forth. And then Cornell University being where the original manuscripts are now housed, and that is the college that he graduated from. So I found a great video, some pictures of the original manuscript, and then where Cornell University is located. And then we're going to end up back here at home, and exciting for them to make connections back to who they are and the inspiration that E.B. White can have on their own life as writers and readers. And so we're going to send them off with a little task to do here at the end. So I've planned out my information, and now we're ready to get started building the tour. Also, I have gone ahead and created a folder, and I've saved all my photos. I've found those and saved them accordingly to what I called them in the planner. So that will also help. You want to keep those in a folder so that they're easy to access, and that will make the building the tour faster. We're going to go to just a quick Google search. You can put in Google Tour Builder. It should be the first choice there. We click on that. It's going to take you to their main site, and you can click Create a Tour. If you're already logged in, it's going to take your credentials. It may ask you to sign in using your Google account. So I'm already signed in. I'm going to call it Charlotte's Web, and I'm going to put my name. So this is the tour name, and then the author's name, and then Create Tour. Pretty simple. So then it takes us to a very straightforward process using some of the same features that you've seen in other Google products. So we're just going to walk through. It populated already the information we put in, and this is the introduction. So we will only add one photo. We're not going to worry so much about the map right now because there's really not a location for the introduction. So don't worry about this. We're going to start with add a photo. And if your photos automatically populate from Google and you have them in the Google Drive, you can maybe find them here. For whatever reason, my Google Drive photos were not populating. So I'm just going to go ahead and upload those photos, and I can select the photo file straight from my computer. So I'm going to pick Charlotte's Web. Here they are, and I'm going to choose the cover for the first one. It will upload. You can see it here. You have area here with some basic functions for formatting. You can link text, and that's where we're going to put in our text. So I'm just going to go back to my planner, and I'm going to copy the paragraph text that I had already planned, try to make it engaging and get them excited about this virtual experience. Go back to the tour builder. I'm just going to paste that in real fast, and you can see that there. I would like to also include a link of this great page here from the author, a letter from E.B. White, and I have that prepared here in my planner. So I'm just going to copy that link, and I'm going to paste it here with the text. This says, "Come take a tour alongside E.B. White and learn about the inspiration for one of his most famous books, Charlotte's Web." So I'm just going to take this whole part here, make sure that that's highlighted. I click the link button, and I can paste the URL of that link that I wanted to do. It says open this link in a new window, which is what I want it to do so that we're not going off of this page. I'm going to click OK. And you can see that it's linked there. You can test it out if you want to. When you click on it, it'll show you the link and you can go there. You can also do different types of stories, different colors and paths. I'm not too interested in just for this basic tour, but you're welcome to explore those extra features. I'm going to go to add location and just continue along the planning that I've already done. So it says to search for a location. So on my planner back over here, I decided my first location was going to be Mount Vernon, New York. So I go back to Tour Builder in my tab here, and I'm just going to put in Mount Vernon, New York. And it will take me to that location. I'm going to click add tour and it will put it over here to my tour. And you can see for whatever reason, it's scrolled down a little bit. So I'm just going to scroll up. Mount Vernon is here as the location name. And now it lets you add up to 25 photos and videos. So I'm going to do the same process following my plan. My plan was pictures of E.B. White. So I'm going to go back to Tour Builder, click add photos. Again, I'm going to go to upload them straight from my computer, and I'm going to pick E.B. White. So I've got 4 selected for him here, already named, easy to find, and those are hopefully going to upload right there pretty quickly, and I'm going to select. You can see that they're here. They're pretty small. It'll be a little bit bigger, and you can enlarge them once you get the tour published, ready to go. I'm not going to worry about the dates here. Maybe if you were doing something related to history, you might want to add those dates, but for our purposes, we're just going to keep with the basic functions and text here. So I'm ready for my text. Go back to my planner. In my planner, I'm going to Control C, just a shortcut to get that copied. Go back over here, paste my text. There it is, ready to go. And I got a space there. There we go. And here is the link. This link is straight to the publisher's website also, and it has some great information about the author I wanted to include. So take that link, and I'm going to copy or highlight his name right there. I'm going to put the link there just on his name. And so students can click that, seeing that there's a link there, and read more about the information. So the location is now showing here on the map, Mount Vernon, where he was born, and they can see that there. If you want to, you can change the icon. You can do the advanced options. Again, this is just a basic tour, so I'm just going to continue following my planner and adding the next location. The next location, it's asking me what I want it to be. Go back to my planner. I decided this one's going to be Brooklyn, Maine. If you want to, you can just copy that. To type it in, you can just paste it right there. Brooklyn, Maine. All right, here's Brooklyn, Maine. We're going to add that to the tour as well. And you can see it draws a yellow line. You can change the color of that if you would like to. But again, I'm not so interested. I'm scrolling back up, and now I can add photos and videos. So here, I'm going to select straight from my computer once again, and I have them named as Brooklyn. So these are from the city surrounding right where the farm was. And so I'm going to open those there. And you can see again, they load. It's pretty simple and straightforward process. So you're just going to continue following your planner until you get it all built. Okay, I skipped ahead a little bit. I've already added North Brooklyn. I wanted to show you when you're adding a photo and a video, I do have a video that I would like to include. And so I can upload that video, but I really wanted to use a YouTube link. So here's when you click more, there's a drop down arrow and you can click YouTube by URL. And I'm just simply going to paste the URL that I'd like to include. This is the Charlotte's Web 60th anniversary video and from Harper Kids. And so I have that link there, and you just click select, and it'll easily add that video to part of your media. I also want to go back and add photos, and I'll just click the blue button and it'll let me add more photos as well. All right, so I've ended up back here at home and included a task that I would like students to do with a link to Flipgrid where they will do their task. So I have completed the tour, and I'll show you a look of the finished product. So when I've finished editing, I can click Done Editing right here. And my tour is ready to go. I can share it, and there's the link if you want to take that. You can change access just like you would in any Google product. I'm going to do anyone who has the link can access that, and click Save, and done. All right, so let's go back and let's take a look. With that link, let's go ahead and open it up. I'm going to do a new tab here so that I can see what I've created. All right, so now remember back at the beginning in the introduction, and we didn't have a map. Well, now we do based on the points of reference that we have included in the tour builder. So that's been automatically generated. When before it was just random, now it has a purpose. So you can see here, Charlotte's Web, all the information that I had, and here's my link, and I can click that, and that'll take me to the HarperCollins site. You can click. Also, let's talk about Pegman real quick. It says drag Pegman onto the map to open Street View. So you can use your mouse or the zoom in and zoom out button here, but any location that you're on, if the kids want to take a look at the Street View, then they can access that pretty easily. So we're going to zoom in here. This is going to be part of Cornell's great town. You can drag Pegman here, and the kids can kind of see what that's like and go forward if they want to. Not necessary unless that's just something you would want them to see. You can exit Street View, but it is available if you would like that to be part of the tour. So we're going to click the next button. This is what students would do to navigate. I've got some really great pictures of E.B. White and his dog and the typewriter. You can see, and the kids can scroll through those there. This picture is really cool because I found one that is a present day photo of that same location with him there. You can also hover over, make those photos larger if they'd like to see those. They can click through them as well in a larger format, so that's helpful. And then click off of it, it'll take them back here. You can see that the parts that we have hyperlinked are there, and they will take us to whatever page that we have included. So that's the HarperCollins Children's site. Go back to the tour here. You can click next, and you can see this is the photos I have of the town. Really helps kids get a visual of what they're learning about. How cool would this be when you're reading such a great book? And I love this. These are my favorite right here. Present modern day photos of the farm. How awesome. I mean, that right there is just going to bring it all home for kids who are reading this book. This is that same spot where he sat and looked out the window. Just awesome. So cool to bring this experience to your students. So you can see that there. Also, there's an article that has more photos. This is a website where the family farm sold recently. So really cool that kids can use the nonfiction text here, make connections back to the book, present day, real world, all of this. Awesome stuff for kids. Just really great photos. Go back to the tour. You can click next. And this is the video. So when you have a video, it kind of gives you a preview, and then the video is going to play here. Just give you a quick look at that. You can make it full screen, do all of the features that YouTube does, and then obviously you can pause and go back. And then there's photos with it as well. So this is the video, but then I can click through, and those are the photos that I found of the original manuscripts. Really cool for them to see. They can see them up close. Really neat. And I've linked. So obviously we want to practice good research skills and model that for our students. And so all the sources that we have, we can link those, and the students can see directly where those things came from. This is where Charlotte's Web turned 60, straight from Cornell University. And then through the tour, this is where I added a quote for students. I want to leave them with a task. We don't want to just do technology for technology purposes, but to help them move forward and being inspired in their learning and so forth. And so here's a quote for them. And then I've talked a little bit about how E.B. White has inspired people all over the world. And now that even though he's not alive, he's inspiring still, and how maybe they can be inspired. So they're going to click here, share how E.B. White and his writing inspires you. And when I click that, it's going to take them to the Flipgrid where they can complete the task that I have given them. So you can also link any other thing that you would like to, maybe link back to Google Classroom or a Google Doc or anything else that you might want them to do. So hope you enjoyed and can find, be inspired to find other ways to use this in your classroom.